Sam Farraway joins us again. He's the Regional Roads Minister in New South Wales. Sam, a big announcement made on Friday that's clearly got local councils excited. Local government New South Wales gone to all of the other parties saying you need to match the coalition's promise.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Rick. A big announcement last Friday at the launch of the National Party's campaign for this state election, a $1 billion regional roads and transport policy and fund. And this is a big one. $400 million of this $1 billion commitment going towards our Fixing Local Roads program. Now, this program has already delivered over $500 million over the last 4 years to councils for roads that locals and communities use every day of the week. We're going to continue that fund with another $400 million over the next term of government. But the real big ones that we have as part of this package is a $300 million fast-tracking freight initiative and policy. This is all about, number one, getting more freight on rail. This is about more passing loops. It's about upgrading and enhancing our regional rail network. So our farmers, whether it's in the northwest, the west, the south, the Riverina, the beautiful Murray region, we can look at pinch points in our freight sector and we can start to build the infrastructure that is going to allow our farmers, whether that's grain producers, whether that's any of our producers down in the Riverina, the ability to move more freight more efficiently using our rail infrastructure. We have a road component to that as well, making sure that for our road freight sector that we're able to identify any pinch points on our state roads, but also the local roads, and working with councils to do that. And finally, $300 million to go towards a Build Back Better fund, or what's commonly known as a betterment fund. Councils and communities, after the relentless rain of 2022, have been calling for this. We are rolling out meaningful projects across northern New South Wales this month, but it is time that we take to the election a fund that allows all councils across regional New South Wales the ability to apply for some additional funding, so when we are rebuilding back our infrastructure after the relentless rain and flooding, we can build it back better and we can make sure that our infrastructure is built to last and it's built for tomorrow, not just today. It's what communities expect. It is the clear feedback I've been getting on the ground, is that if we're going to go and rebuild roads, let's fix the drainage, let's fix the culverts, let's look at widening roads, let's look at the approaches. If we need to raise a road, if we're going to do it, let's do it properly, and this is exactly what we're taking to the election.
Yes, Regional Roads Minister Sam Farraway speaking with us. The last time we spoke, we talked expressly about that betterment issue, and you talked about that trial in northern New South Wales and committed, if it was up to you, this would be happening, and within a couple of weeks it was part of the centre point of the National Party election platform. Sam, is this a sign that there is a clear intention from the National Party to strongly represent parts of the bush and regional New South Wales?
Oh, spot on. The risk to regional New South Wales is so great at this election. In regional New South Wales, it's only the Nats that deliver. We are talking about and taking to the election the policies locals want to see at the election for their communities. One of them is roads. Roads is such a big issue. With the rain, it's been a year like no other. And again, I think what communities want us to do is, if we're going to rebuild the infrastructure, let's do it properly. Let's build it so it's a bit future-proof for tomorrow, not just today. And you're exactly right. We have that arrangement with the Commonwealth for northern New South Wales. We're rolling out these projects. But the reality is that all of regional New South Wales should be able to better their infrastructure. To do that, we're going to take $300 million to the election. And to be frank, Albo should be matching it. So we've got $600 million. And I think we will start to see some real outcomes in this infrastructure. And what I've learned over the last 12 months is we can't control Mother Nature. We have to build infrastructure to withstand more weather events more often. But what we need to do is we need to be able to reconnect our communities quicker. And to do that, we can have a betterment fund that's going to do that.
You mentioned Albo, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese there. We have been asking the state opposition where they're at when it comes to regional roads. They keep sitting on this chestnut of the local roads meant to be heading back into state management. Not only what is the situation there, but they are sort of sitting on this regional road situation when we're only about 5 months out for an election. They haven't matched the pledge that the coalition has made.
Yeah, only 5 weeks to the election. You're exactly right. The reality is we are working through the reclass program. When we took that to the last election, we always said it was an 8-year proposition. We are 4 years in. We've delivered 25 of the 37 recommendations. We're going to get some more done over the course of the next few weeks before the election to make sure we get as much squared away as possible. We're committed to continuing to roll out all those recommendations. But, Ricky, the reality is that communities want their roads fixed now. They don't really care who owns the roads. They just want the potholes fixed. They want the roads repaired. They want them patched. When they see the infrastructure rebuilt, they want it rebuilt with the better drainage, better culverts, better bridges, smoother roads, safer roads. That's my priority, because this $1 billion, that is what the Nats are taking to the election, because we know what we need to do in the next 4 years, and we know what the expectation is in regional New South Wales. And this will complement and be on top of the $500 million that the Premier, Deputy Premier and I announced last month. That cash is hitting bank accounts as of this week. Councils are getting this cash hitting their bank accounts. They will now have the certainty and the resources and the cash in their account to start planning road repairs for this year, whilst at the same time we have a plan that goes beyond this year and takes us for the next 4 years.
Well, your Regional Roads Shadow Minister, Jenny Aitchison, claimed, I think I'll have to double check this, I thought she said $2 billion in backlog road maintenance. Is this funding designed to address that, or is there another funding commitment that's been made to address road maintenance issues?
Well, to give you an idea, we've spent almost $2 billion through our fixing country bridges, country roads, local roads and transport infrastructure just for councils in the last 4 years. That's what we've spent in the last 4 years. We've got a $50 million pothole fund followed by a $500 million council fund that the money is hitting bank accounts now. This is on top of the $19.4 billion pipeline of works that we're building, new highways, new bypasses, enhancing state highways, and on top of that, we've got a $1 billion election commitment that is the plan for the next 4 years. I think Labor's pretty road light on all this sort of stuff. They haven't got a plan. They've said nothing. I think it's a huge disappointment to the communities because, to be frank, on road infrastructure, we should be on the same page because we need to build back this infrastructure. Our regional communities need decent roads. We need more freight on rail. And whilst we're building infrastructure, we need to get it right. So, to me, only the Nationals are the ones with the plan out there. Labor have got nothing. And to the point I made earlier, I just don't see how New South Wales can risk having Labor and a Minns-like government in Macquarie Street. It's just not going to work.
Regional Roads Minister Sam Farraway with us. And just for the record, I haven't seen $1 committed from the Labor opposition yet on regional roads, but we're still chasing that. Thanks for joining us today, Sam.
No worries. Have a good day.